All right, let's talk about Autumn Leaves. Autumn Leaves is one of these tunes that everybody has done, and if you're a serious jazz musician, you've studied at some level. There's a couple reasons why I like Autumn Leaves, but the biggest reason um, is because basically, at its root, this is just simply a study between related keys. The related keys of B flat major and its relative minor, G. And so on this, I've actually shown the major keys in red and then the relative minor in blue. And why don't we give this a listen as we go through the keys? Everyone has recorded this. Everyone has played this. But the recording that I like the best is the Cannonball Adderley Miles Davis recording off the Something Else album. So let's use them and let's follow along and talk through the form just a little bit on this. So we have our 2-5-1 in B flat major, and then go to the 4 chord, which provides a nice tritone shift, right, to the 2-5-1 in the minor key. Go back to the first A, do it again. 5, 1. Shift to 4. Now we have the minor 2, 5, 1. Now as we go to the bridge, we start off in the minor key. So we have our minor 2-5-1 progression. Resolve in a G minor. And now our major 2-5-1 progression. Now minor 2-5. And now this quick little 2, 5, 2, 5, right? Have our 4 chord, minor 2, 5, 1 ending in G minor. So the form of this, we've got 32 bars, but it doesn't follow the typical AABA structure, say like rhythm changes. It's really an AABC structure. And on the A sections, we start off in major and move to minor. On the B, we actually start off in minor and move to major. And then the C starts off in minor, has a little bit more harmonic activity, and then goes right back to minor. So it never actually breaks out of that. And as you can see from my diagram here, blue is minor, red is major, but I have these two measures that I've circled in green where we have what I call a short 2-5 or a quick 2-5. Doesn't resolve to 1. We just have our 2-5 and then 2-5. And those are really, really great pockets of improvisation, building technique, using patterns, and using some language there to navigate through that. So how I like to work with this with improvisers, once again, is going back to those key centers, being able to play in B flat major, and then also being able to play in its relative minor, G minor. And for even beginning improvisers, we can start to hear the major key versus the minor key. And as we explore the minor key, we can also use different varieties of the G minor scale. We can use G harmonic minor or G melodic minor to really show a difference between our major tonality and our minor tonality. That's kind of step one for me. Step two is that because this is basically a major 2-5-1 and a minor 2-5-1, once again, we have great opportunity to add language and to develop some licks in both major key and minor key centers on this, which is great. And then, as I mentioned before, we have the quick 2-5s right at the end that give us a different kind of category of lick to try to implement into our playing. So there you go. That's Autumn Leaves. It's a great tune to improvise on. There's a reason why it's a jazz standard and it's a staple in just a lot of groups' repertoire.